In this video, I want to give you one major key distinction that can make a huge difference in your results, regardless of what type of product or service that you're promoting or marketing, especially in a very, very heavily competitive field, because it might be in the travel industry, it might be in different types of industry, regardless of what it is. This one distinction really sets apart what I call the average from the high income earners or the high sellers, so to speak. And what that is it's the difference that makes a difference. And what I mean by that, in a very, very heavily competitive field, when people are sorting through a bombardment of sales material and advertising and information on a specific product or service, and they're evaluating and they're analyzing, let's just say, two different products, what it's going to come down to is not the things that they have in common, but it's a thing that might be a little bit different with this product than this one that makes this product stand out. In a really heavily competitive marketplace, you might have 50 things that kind of blend in with a variety of other products and services. But let's say you've got 50 products that are similar, and then you have one product in the category that just kind of stands out and it jumps out at you a little bit, and you go, yeah, that's the one, or that's the guy that I want to work with. That's typically the difference that makes a difference. So regardless of what you're promoting or marketing, if you do a little bit of market research in any kind of promotion that you're doing, you're going to take a look at what the other people might be doing in your marketplace. And what you're going to find is that in an arena of marketing, most people, believe it or not, especially on the internet, if you're doing any kind of internet marketing, most people that are competing or vying for people's business are pretty much doing the same thing. They're pretty much looking at what other people are out there doing, and then they copy it. They go, oh, they're doing that, and they're doing that, and he's doing that. Okay, we're going to do this, because it's kind of a combination of what all they're doing. What happens is you've got this blend of everybody that looks pretty similar and has pretty similar things. But if you can position yourself, as we talked about in the first one, as an opinion leader, as an authority, and actually be an expert in your chosen field, and then when you can document your expertise, that you've already done it and done it extremely well, and you can help other people do the same thing, or give them a service or information or product that will help solve their problem, because that's really what this is. We're solving people's problems with our products and services. The product that stands out and it grabs your attention is typically the one that you're going to focus on. All of the other products and services that are out there that are kind of blending together are pretty much going to fall to the wayside. And that one distinction, that one or two key elements that makes the individual, the opportunity, or the product stand out, that will solve your problem, is typically, of course, the product or the individual or the opportunity that you're going to choose for you, because it's going to feel right. It's also going to have maybe some distinctions and benefits or services or value that the other blend of hodgepodge of products and services out there pretty much have going for them. So that's the first thing. Really distinguish yourself, your product, your service, your opportunity as the ideal scene, as the ideal product or service or opportunity to solve this person's problem, to help them be a vehicle from getting from A to B. One of the major tools to use in helping you make yourself and your product and your service stand out and be different is with, of course, your advertising copy. One of the basics all ad people and all the top marketers and advertisers use is something called a USP, or unique selling proposition. And people say, what's a unique selling proposition? I'm going to give you an example, because what it does is it communicates your product and your service and what it can do for the consumer in a very short 1-2 punch, so to speak. And I'm going to give you an example. Steamy, hot, delicious pizza delivered in 30 minutes or less. Who's that? Domino's. Well, Domino's started with a little corner store that was, I think, a 400 square foot hole in the wall to one of the most successful multi-million-dollar chains in the history of franchise business. The owner of Domino's attributes, as well as top marketing experts, a lot, if not a majority of their success to that incredibly unique USP, their unique selling proposition. And of course, they backed it up with steamy, hot, fresh pizza delivered in 30 minutes or less. Now, whether it's your favorite or the best tasting pizza or not, well, that's up to individual taste and it has nothing to do with it. But they had an amazing marketing campaign and they did back up their unique selling proposition. They brought hot, steamy pizza to people's door for 30 minutes or less. And for their first, I think, decade in business it was, or their first 15, 20 years, they actually would give free pizzas away if they were 30 seconds or 1 minute late. So anyway, that was a very unique selling proposition. So my question to you is you need to really write down and start getting creative and brainstorming, possibly with some other business associates, kind of create a mastermind. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. It's having a great mastermind around you of people that you can rely on, people that are like-minded, that help you succeed and support you, and you trust and respect their opinions to help brainstorm on a lot of these ideas with you. This is something that we do within our community. Since it is a very strong community environment, we brainstorm and network and support one another and have a huge mastermind to support each other with our success and our results and help each other when a problem arises. So you want to really get creative with your unique selling proposition. It really wants to communicate exactly what your product or service does in a very short, concise, power punch sentence. That is a sentence that you can use in all of your advertising, in your marketing materials, in all your promotional tools and things that you do, whether it be e-zine articles and newspaper editorials and websites and web pages or a newsletter or special reports or whatever you do to communicate your expertise. You can also communicate it with your unique selling proposition right there next to your offer as people are getting more information on your product, service, or your opportunity. The unique selling proposition and you being able to differentiate yourself from the pack or from the competition is really going to make a huge difference in your success, in your income, and definitely in your results. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we've actually applied some of this to our opportunity. We go into depth with the training that we do within our organization. We have like a back kind of training site, so great information, great videos, and things that we do to share this information with people. We're doing extremely well without any of this. So my question to you is, how are you going to apply it to your service, to your opportunity or product, whatever that is? On the next video, what I'm going to do with you is share something that really is a very, very powerful tool that you can use regardless of your product or service to get a huge amount of exposure and response extremely quickly to whatever you're currently marketing and promoting at very little charge or for free. So I'll see you on the next video.